my name's Crystal and I'm with Paisley Raye, and I want to talk to you today about how to go out of business with your direct sales boutique the right way. You guys, there is a wrong way to do this, and I want to talk to you about the right way. The first thing, don't bash your company. Don't bash them, especially if you're going into a different line, because it looks bad for you. It doesn't look good. It looks unprofessional. But it also devalues the brand that so many people that you know and care about are still representing. So don't do that to them. You once had this tremendous love for the business you were with, and others still have it. So don't go railroading their brand, okay? Okay, next. How do you tell your group, right? If you're moving to a different brand, you don't want to tell them what's up yet because you need to go out of business, right? And they need to buy your product that's left over. So go live and tell them, guys, I have this amazing opportunity that is coming next. My time with LuLaRoe or Agnes and Dora, Epiphany, whatever it is, it's come to an end. But I thank you for all following me this entire time. I appreciate you, and I am excited for this next adventure. But first, let's do this whole going out of business thing. First, lock your group down. Change it to secret. You don't need to be one of those goop groups that people are searching because it hurts our business. It hurts our industry. Don't do that. So instead, I challenge you to change your group to secret. My customer base is online. So I want to give them an in-home experience even if I can't do it in person. So I told them, don't add any of your friends to my group because I'm not going to approve them. And if you share these links, I'm not going to sell to them. I know who's in my group. So then next, I told them, I'm removing every single retailer from my group. And this has nothing to do with me being worried about them, reporting me or anything. Like, let's be real. I'm done. But it's so important for us to stay in our own lane. You need to worry about what you're doing, just like everybody else around you needs to worry about what they're doing. And so I removed them from my group. I didn't want to be that distraction to them. And, changing my group to secret, they didn't know what I was doing. They were more than welcome to rejoin my group afterwards once I changed it back to closed. Okay, so my group is changed over to secret. I've told them what's happening. Haven't revealed what yet because, come on, they gotta buy my old LuLaRoe. But then I put up Shop the Row bundles. So, for example, I did a Shop the Row link for only Amelia. And Amelia was You Pick, I Pick for $70. And I picked all of my pricings based off of wholesale value, and I factored in shipping, and I factored in processing fees. And this is important because you're going out of business. So you want to walk away at least with what you invested. Yes, your time invested when you're selling at wholesale is not going to be compensated, but you're trying to break even, right? And you want a clean break to walk away. So make sure that everything you're selling, at least to start, is going to be at wholesale or above. Now I did You Pick, I Pick because I wanted to be able to get rid of more than one piece at a time. I have a group that trusts me. So they knew that I wasn't going to give them any uglies, but they also knew that it was a gamble, and they were buying. So that's why I let them pick one that they wanted. I sold a lot this way, a lot. So if you have trust in your group and they trust for you not to, give them something ugly that they won't actually wear, then try this. You'll be surprised how much you'll move. Okay, so what's next after You Pick, I Pick? Because you still have a ton of inventory left, right? Because, the more you have, the more you sell, right? Guys, that's not true, but that's for a different day. So you still have inventory. What do you do with it? You're going to do bundles. Bundles is how you're going to move even more product because this time they get to pick it. Now, the others, the first one, the You Pick, I Pick, the advantage was they got the pick. They got to pick exactly what they wanted before things started getting picked over. So that's great. If they had their eye on something for a while, it forced them to pull the trigger because they knew it was going to be gone. So now you have to open the leverage a little bit differently for these customers. And by letting them pick their items for their bundles, you're going to move even more. So I did things like Classic, Azure, Irma, anything that was $35 for retail. is what I did together. Or Linnae. Linnae is only $35. Not a whole lot different. So, but you're just going to make sure that you're covering the wholesale value of the most expensive item that you have there. So if you are going to, want a broad mix, just make sure it's a couple dollars above and you're going to be fine, shipping included. But they only get this if they buy 3 at a time. It can't be 2. It has to be 3 because that's when you're moving the product and it's just enough to where they're going to say, okay, that's a really good deal. But it's not too much to where they're like, this isn't even worth it. Like, I don't want to spend $100, but they will want to spend 40. You see, you have to meet them where they're at. Make it too good for them to say no. Okay, so what's next after you pick, I pick, and bundles? 40% off. You're going to give them a flat discount across the board plus shipping. Don't lose out on shipping because you're going out of business. If you're going to sell something for wholesale and cover shipping, you just took a $4 loss maybe. If you are selling an Amelia, for example, at wholesale and you're covering shipping, you lost about $7 on that because you have to ship it, but then you also have processing fees. So now you're closer to like 9. That's a pretty big hit, and if you don't need to be taking that yet, don't take it. You've done you pick, I pick. You've done bundles. You've done 40% off. Now, last call, ladies. Last call for wholesale plus shipping, and after such and such date, there will not be any more LuLaRoe in my group again. You will not see it you won't see any clothing until the reveal of what's coming next. And so this is going to give them bottom of the barrel choice to start shopping. And if you want to even lower it below wholesale, totally your call. But this is your last ditch effort to sell in your group because they've seen your stuff. They've seen all your sales. They've shopped it over. Now you need new eyes, right? I was not in a single discount multi while I sold for LuLaRoe because I firmly believed you need to stay in your own lane, and I was not able to stay in mine seeing people discounting. But those groups exist, whether you use them or not. If you are changing your group to secret and doing all of this stuff, removing retailers so you're not impacting them, mindset's everything. And if you've done your due diligence, it's time to use the multis. And it's okay. They exist. They exist whether you use them or not. So to sit on your inventory for the sake of, I don't even know. You can't fall on your sword, guys. You just can't. When it comes down to it, that money is your family's money. And it's livelihood, right? So use those groups, but use them last. One other thing that I've done is I've sold to retailers at a discount. I sold everything of my Disney for half off to a retailer. It was a good deal for me. It was a really good deal for her. If you have maybe 10, 12 items left in a style, put it up in a consultant group or talk to your fellow consultant friends that you know and see if they want to buy it for a deal. I got rid of a lot of my inventory by just being willing to take a hit on the wholesale value. I could sell them at a discount of wholesale value to customers one by one, or I could sell them to other retailers and let them have a bigger profit margin for the sake of it being no more headache for me. So you just have to decide where you're willing to sell, how much you're willing to lose, and where your breaking point is. Okay, so that's what I have for you on how to go out of business the right way. You know better now, so do better. Remember what it was like when you were in love with your company and how much it hurt to see things like that. Don't do that to others still representing their brand. Don't talk bad about them. Just do what you gotta do. Stay in your lane and just try to walk the line as best you can, right? There's a fine line. I know you have to go out of business. I was there. And I know that money is just sitting in your house and it needs to be money. It can't just be an asset that you're not using, right? So if you need any help or want to learn more about my process, feel free to contact me. My interest group, whether you're interested in joining Paisley Raye or not, this is the best way to contact me. It is sassnotoptional.com/opportunity. Or is it /? I don't know. Follow the link. This one.